I was able to deduce that this is most likely the condensing unit for the unit we're inspecting. The one with the dirty coils, the one that's not level. Okay, so we're going to go around the structure. Watch, don't trip on this curb here. We're going to go around the structure counterclockwise, so there's not going to be a lot for us to see on this side, because the unit we're interested in is the second floor unit, and we got trees too close to the slab foundation there. It's a second floor unit, and all these patios are screened in. So we've got carports around the property. We've got brick and siding. There's an old Accolade, is that what it's called? If they're siding, they're hiding. Okay, so it came to a point when a lot of siding repairs needed to be done. And we got some siding that's coming apart right there. Can you see that? Siding that's coming apart right there. And they said, okay, well, the siding is a one-time deal. It's a permanent application, so let's do that. So we got some trees touching our roof covering right there. And this is our unit right here, I believe. One of these two units is our unit. And I believe it's that one. Let's see if we can get out here and get a look at the roof a little bit. Okay, we've got ridge vents. And then I also noticed that we had gable vents. So we got mixed attic ventilation system. Again, trees too close. Moving on along. Got some shade over here. Okay, we're finishing up the east side. This is the electric bank. Okay. And our unit is here somewhere. Again, relying on deduction, I'm thinking that that's our unit right there. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get a picture of it. Again, this is an assumption. Moving on along. Okay, we just completed the north side. Again, trees too close. There's the gable vents I was speaking to earlier. Also, if you'll notice, can we do this? I'm just learning this camera, so excuse me. We have kick-out flashing right there, but we do not have kick-out flashing right there. Kick-out flashing, no kick-out flashing. Nothing to keep the water from coming down over that window. This is not your window. Ha 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 ha. Not my window. Okay. Moving on along. I think my deduction was correct earlier about which patio we were looking at. We come over here and we see our freeze board. Our freeze board right there. Okay, see that corner? There's a big gap in the corner. Okay. And then over here we got counter flashing. Counter flashing. I can see it from here, and I can't. Okay, but our corners are kind of boogered up right there, and right there. But that's what I'm looking for. It's a good looking car. Okay, but right up there, we're missing some of our counter flashing. Right up there. Then we come over here. This is our garage, so we can speak to that. We got some cracks, vertical cracks in the brickwork right here. Okay. Garage is part of the interior. We see we've had some water damage right here. That's manifested over here on the door. Speaking of doors, this door goes to the, I was scared to open this. I wasn't sure I was in the right garage. This is the courtyard going out here. And while we're in the courtyard going out here, I just kind of come over here and we got openings larger than 4 inches. We got openings larger than 4 inches. And our handrails are not graspable. And if we look around here, we can see some rust. Okay. Coming out. Now, that's a weep hole. I haven't seen anything else in the way of weep holes around here on the brickwork. Are you a weep hole? No, you're not a weep hole? And then we've got metal, okay, lintels over our fenestrations. Let's look for some weep holes here. I found some weep holes. Brick is a very good building material. Okay, this structure could burn down, you could reuse the brick. It's also a good insulator. But the thing about brick is it's porous, so we need these weep holes. We need those weep holes. Okay, most of the time it's water vapor that exits. And we're good with that. But when we have fenestrations, windows, we have broken the drainage plane. All right? So now we should have weep holes over our lintels. That's why our lintel is rusting like that. A better example, because that's kind of covered up in the porch area. Better example, we should have weep holes over these. Kind of see how the water's coming off of the roof right here. Kind of see how the rust is starting to develop around this lintel. Ours, not so much. How about that? But this is a community, and some of our neighbors, if they don't have weep holes, and we look at these lintels, they're in pretty bad shape. They're in pretty bad shape. We'll continue with our journey. Bushes should be cut off of the structure. And our exterior light fixture should be sealed to help prevent moisture from getting in like that. Looks like they're having a little trouble making the curb. Well, it looks like it took a knock right there, didn't it? Okay. Moving on along. This is our main water meter. Okay. Alright, so there's really no way because you can isolate anything because you got so many people living in the house, so we don't do a meter test on multi-housing. Over here we've got our main sewer clean out, it's a double clean out. Right there. Double clean out. And then we're back over here to our condensing unit again. The condensing unit has 410A refrigerant in it. Dirty coils, crooked, wrong kind of insulation, doesn't have straighter valves, disconnect is behind it, disconnect should be sealed. It's got some issues, but one of the issues it's got is 410A, no longer manufactured in the United States, no longer legally imported in the United States. Yes, they do have stockpiles of it. But eventually, after time goes on, okay, that material, that refrigerant is going to become more and more expensive to service. So, and it's legal. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I mean, nothing wrong with it being 410A. So, that's not the issue of whether it's legal or not, even if it's deficient or not. The issue is your ongoing expenses.